And we're back for another podcast. Super excited, you guys. We're already now midsummer, and you guys are out there rocking every single day. I'm excited to roll out the stats a little bit later on because some things are moving and changing, and a lot of you guys are really pushing to be the top office and the top reps in the company. So first of all, we want to recognize those of you who won the Vision Games, the teams that paired up and ended up being the top of the leaderboard. So let's first of all take a look at those. And once again, guys, got to take my hat off to all you guys who pushed so hard. Hopefully you guys will call your teammates and really pushing because that's what allowed you to be at the top. So good job to all you guys who won. So this takes us to our Pick of the Week segment. And this week we get one actually from Matt Enright from Team Eagle out in Minneapolis. Matt was just going about his everyday business, selling and knocking in the neighborhood. Next thing you know, a bunch of cop cars pull up and he's in the middle of a police sting. So he got this picture right before he got escorted out of the area. So every single week you guys obviously see that we put a lot of effort into doing some type of digital short or focus on something specifically. This week we're actually going to highlight one of our newest additions and top reps that's really coming up the leaderboard. Her name is Natalia. She was actually cold contacted at North Point Elementary School, and she is 8 years old. And she is throwing down like you have never seen, and I think we could all gain a lot from what she's doing out there on the doors. Let's take a look.
You're the homeowner?
I am.
We've been investing money in the neighborhood and partnering up with people.
I don't think I'm that interested. Thanks, though. What is it that you want?
It's not a big deal. I just have to look at your back door.
Well, how much is this all going to be?
No big deal. Just $1 a day.
It sounds expensive. I don't know if I can afford it.
Not a big deal. We're not selling anything. And the nice thing about it is, it only has to work once for it to be worth it. I just need some basic information. You got a pen? Promise me 2 things. Arm it every night and keep my little sign out there in front.
So come this recruiting season, guys, meet me at the monkey bars. All right, guys, so we're back, okay? And we want to go over our stats and really focus on this last week. Now, this last week for when we are filming this, today happens to be June 6th, a Thursday, so we're going back into the last 6 days for this past week. So when you guys are watching this, the stats might be a little bit off because we're filming it today, okay? So first of all, it's really exciting to see the competition start to heat up, like I gave a little bit of a teaser right at the very start. Number 1 over this past week is DC United, 93.2 on 133 installs. Guys, way to be throwing down lately. That team has 15 guys, and they're producing that type of result. It's unbelievable. Number 2 is actually the Collective, 90.7 on 130 installs, also having some phenomenal days. Yesterday, on a Wednesday, they put in over 30. Amazing job. Third is actually Eagle, 75.9 on 91 installs. Now finally, you guys, we come across next level, 74.8 on 111 installs. Definitely not a poor performance. These other teams are just really rising up. Also, too, within those stats, we got a couple tornado days in there for those guys, so look at them at creeping back up the leaderboard, okay? Number 5 is Legendary, 35.2 on 51 installs. Empire, 31.1 on 42 installs. Legit, 28.4 on 40 installs. BTB, 14.1 on 31. Impact, our boys here in Utah, 13.9 on 19 installs. And Motion, 6.5 on 10. So good job to all of you guys for pushing hard for your teams to be at the top. This week's top reps, Devin Strong remains consistently phenomenal at what he does. 15.4 on 23 installs. Devin, got to take my hat off onto you, bro. You work so hard out there. Regan Spencer, 13.9 on 18. George Safanoff, 13.7 on 19. No surprise that the top 3 reps this past week also happen to be members of the top office. Good job, you guys. JD, starting to get rolling, 9.7 on 15. Lana Dong, 8.4 on 10. Good job, Lana. You're first year to this. You're doing awesome lately. David Givens, number 6, 8.3 on 12 installs. Angela Green, 7.5 on 9. She is so consistent. Peter Swenson, 7.2 on 8. Zach Jensen, 6.9 on 9 installs. Logan Lewis, 6.9 on 9. Paige Fedorowicz, 6.7 on 9. Brian Motino, 6.6 on 8. Jordan Showers, 6.4 on 11. Zach Spain, 6.3 on 7. And Eric Schickel, 5.8 on 8. Good job, Eric. You're starting to really get going up there, buddy. Good job. So once again, guys, good job pushing so hard this week. Every single person I mentioned is pretty much in double digits. That's a phenomenal job. High V scores. Great job to all you guys, okay? Now our top summer stats, and first of all, we're gonna go over teams. Now, once again, this is where all the competitions are gonna come down to, is who are the top at the end of the summer. Number 1, by a long shot still, Next Level St. Louis, 441.5 on 670 installs. As a team, they're already way over 1,000 year to date. Good job, you guys. DC United, 393.2 on 580 installs. Awesome job, you guys. Collective, 304.7 on 440. Look to these guys to be one of the top teams, if not the top team when this is all said and done. Good job. Eagle, 223.8 on 274 installs. Legendary, 207 on 304. Legit, 190.9 on 269. Empire, 135.2 on 190. BTB, 56.6 on 128. Motion, 50.7 on 68. And Impact, 42.3 on 58 installs. Good job. Top summer reps. Devin Strong, 68.5 on 107. This dude has already broke over 100. Freaking amazing, Devin. We recognized you earlier, but dude, it's just unbelievable results. George Safanoff is co-manager, 65.5 on 97. David Givens, 48.1 on 68. Regan Spencer, 43.3 on 58. Paige, 38.9 on 55. Zach Jensen, 38.6 on 55. Right there, you guys. Those are going to be the people competing for top first-year reps. So if you know who you got to take out, it's those people I just mentioned. Good job. Justin Dospittle, 36 on 55. Anthony Vela, 33.9 on 61. Brady Collins, 31.1 on 46. And Jordan Showers, rounding out our top 10, 30.9 on 48 installs. Guys, amazing job. Good job. Keep pushing out there. We want you guys to be the top reps in the company, and that's going to take continuously hard work, not just up until this point of summer, but literally every single day. That consistency is key. Okay, our last segment, you guys, at times I like to give you guys a little bit of something to motivate you. And recently I've been studying a lot of sports psychology. And sports psychology, what a lot of the psychologists will actually say, is really the study of successful people. People that are at the top of their game, and what are they doing to make them do the things that they do. Within this, we've been studying some motivational theory. Motivational theory, you got two types of people and how they're motivated. You got those that are ego motivated, and you got those that are task motivated. The ego motivated people are always setting these crazy outlandish goals that they're never going to hit. And sure enough, right when the times get difficult and they're not seeing the result that they want, well, they easily lose motivation and ultimately quit on their goals. Task-oriented people typically focus on 2 or 3 things that they can control. If I do these 2 or 3 things, these 2 or 3 things, these 2 or 3 things, then ultimately that will allow me to be successful. So I've had a chance to kind of step back and assess what are we doing every single day as sales reps. What are the 2 things that we could focus on? What will be 2 generic answers that could work a lot of times? If we just focus on those things, we'll be in great shape. The 2 I came up with is number 1 is keeping your schedule. You got to keep and work the hours every single day. If you're not grinding day in and day out, it doesn't matter what you know. You're never going to get the results. We all know this is a numbers game. So if you're not putting in your 7 to 8, as George, some of their guys do, 12 hours a day, you're never going to get the result that you're looking for. The second thing is you got to manage your mental state. If you guys are going through the motions out there, you're giving weak pitches, you're not even really thinking about what you're saying on there, people are going to respond that way. You're going to convey an aura that is definitely not useful, and people are going to respond to you negatively. So ultimately, what we want you to do is do things like positive self-reinforcement, self-talk, say things to yourselves. Have a good start to your day, whether that be visualization or working out or whatever, but start your day every single morning with a success. That will play hugely into your psyche on the doors throughout the rest of the day. So those 2 things, manage your psychology and focus on working your hours, and you focus on those things and repeat those over and over again in your head, you're on your way to a great success. Now, once you've mastered one or both of those things, well, now you get an opportunity to focus on 2 or 3 other things. Alex Rodriguez would be considered one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Now, unfortunately, he's recently been in the news a little bit. But nonetheless, his quote is great. He says, "I never judged my performance based on results." So many times we get so obsessed with being at the top or being able to put that 1 or 2 up on the board every single day because of the social pressure. We don't necessarily need to do that. We need to focus on the things that we can control. And if we're not getting the result we want, every single day we just have to ask ourselves a better question, which is, what can I do today that I did not do yesterday? If we ask ourselves that every single day and focus on those 1 or 2 things, we can have a tremendous amount of success, which is all what we want out here. So guys, hopefully this will motivate you. Continue to work hard out there. We care about you. We love you. Keep pushing and go get 'em. Get up.